Now we're live.
All right. Welcome
We
everybody
did
to a
it.
special edition of Will and Wise
The Dog Show Drive, all live.
Live. Yep. And this week on the Dog Show Drive, we're going to talk about. We have some listener mail to go through.
Mhm.
We have the show spotlight, which is the Cornwall and District Kennel Club, and our topic of this week is that should show committee members exhibit at their own shows, plus a kennel and bench. All
Yes.
that
And more, all
on this week's
live.
on this week's edition of Will and Wise.
The Dog Show Drive.
The live drive. All
Yes.
right, way we go. Here we go. All right, why? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Oh, we had the dog show here.
You had a dog show, yeah.
We had a dog show here. I helped out a friend to show my corgis. I also had my cousins in town, so I'm exhausted. They just left.
Oh, I'm sure you had a wonderful time.
It was delightful. I had a barbecue Saturday night, and it was all fun and games.
Very good.
So,
Very good.
yeah. Yeah, that was about it. I didn't do a whole heck of a lot. The air is clear.
Busy.
The air is clear here.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
There's all those people on the border going.
Yeah, that's right. Helping us out.
Yeah.
For sure.
I was away this week. I was away yesterday. I was judging at the Muskoka and District Kennel Club, so that was fun. I got to see Steve, big fella Daynard, and Mary White.
Oh,
So
nice.
that was a lot of fun. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
I haven't seen Mary in forever.
Yeah, no, she looks great. And I visited a high school buddy of mine that lives up in Bracebridge. So
yeah, you're telling me.
Tracy, yeah, we had dinner and drinks, which I don't drink, but we had dinner and drinks, and yeah, it was a fun time.
That's good. I was quite surprised when you told me you had.
I know. I was surprised too.
I think when I met Chris, I think I had drinks with him.
Maybe you did. I don't know. He's the best guy. We have so much fun when we're together. Yes. All right. So we have some housekeeping to do.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So last week we were talking about the Association Québécois du Griffon d'Arrêt à Poil d'Or. And what that translated into, because Megan looked it up, was the Quebec Wire-Haired Pointing Griffon Association. That's what it was. So
for any of our French Canadian viewers, write into us and tell us when we screw up. Okay?
Exactly. Oh, apparently they can't hear you, Will. Are you on your microphone loud enough?
I think it's on, yeah.
Thanks, Mary. Mary Merlo said my French is amazing. All right. So I'm just going to... I don't know.
Is that better?
Is that better? You can't just say you can't hear Will and then not answer us.
How's that? Now can you hear me, Mary?
I don't know if Mary couldn't hear. It was Gail McLean. She said can't hear Will at all.
Oh, hi, Gail. Can you hear me now? That means we had no intro or anything.
She said, Melody Gordon said, yes, can't really hear Will. So I don't know if you need to turn up your...
I turned it right up. It's as high as it goes.
Well, maybe get it closer to your mouth.
How about that?
Excellent. She says, nope, they really can't hear you. His mic is very low. Your mic is so...
Should I put it higher?
There we go.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it's up as high as it goes.
Nope. Our good friend Jean said can't hear Will. Okay, well, we're going to try and figure out why we can't hear Will. Is there anything, Megan, that you can... We even have Megan in office to help us out with this. While we try and figure out that, let me just read the Quebec Wire-Hair Pointing Griffon Association, what Megan found. It was founded in 1994, and the Quebec Wire-Hair Pointing Griffon Association is dedicated to promoting awareness and appreciation of the many outstanding qualities of the wire-haired pointing griffon. Friendly and bearded in appearance, the griffon is an excellent family companion that responds well to training. The primary goal of the club is to preserve the breed's conformation and working standards, ensuring that the wire-haired pointing griffon remains the exceptional upland game bird hunting dog for which it is well known. So the AQGAPD is a club accredited by the Canadian Kennel Club, the CKC. So that's what it is.
Can I try saying anything?
You can. Dar said you can't hear you either. I wonder
I don't
if
know what. I don't know what. Everything's recording at your end, so I'm only recording the Zoom. So they'll all be able to hear me on the Zoom when it comes out.
let's see. Hold. Oh, maybe. Might have to do with the screen sharing and we can't hear the microphone. Hold on. Let me see what else we can do with this.
Sorry, everyone.
We knew this would happen going live because that's just the way it goes. Do, 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 do. Hold on.
Doc's gonna love this recording.
He's going to love it because he always likes these things. Settings. Viewer, comments, live tab, interactivity.
I think we should just carry on and see if Megan can fix it that end while we're still doing it, or else we're not gonna have a recording. So
okay. So we'll just keep going on. So we do have to get well wishes to Nancy Warner, a good friend of the show. She was in a really bad car accident coming home from the specialty.
Yeah,
and I did hear that I believe she got to go home today. If not today,
good. That's
not
great
today,
news.
tomorrow. Jeanette told me. So we'll just our thoughts are with you, Nancy. I hope we get to see you at the national, the English Setter National at the end of the month.
But just tells you how fast things can change. It's just crazy.
Yes, just like that.
All right. Listener emails. You better read them, Yvonne, because
okay, I'll read them out so that at least we get to hear some of it. So our first listener email is from Marie Eve, and she said, "Hi, Will and Y. I have a question. How much is too much? I was recently at a show in BC. We were watching the sporting group as one of our friends from our breed was in it. So we are ringside watching, and suddenly we received sausages all around us. My dog was not complaining for sure, but at some point my husband started gathering them because you don't want dogs getting sick or eating something their owners don't want them to. He got at least 8 that I counted. We moved away from this side at some point, but we clearly saw her continue to throw all over the place sausages. At the end, she took her rosette and just left. She didn't even bother to at least try to pick some up. Is this even legal?" Well, it is legal per se.
It is legal, but yeah,
ring etiquette.
Some courtesy.
Yeah, ring etiquette says that you should first of all pick up any bait that you have dropped, and if you're going to be using that much bait, tossing it as a courtesy to other exhibitors, maybe not, throw it all at them. Another thing that is to watch for is the use of a squeaky toy too. That can be very distracting to a lot of dogs, and it should only be used on occasion and basically when you are showcasing your own dog. But just to have a squeaky toy going off all the time can be very disconcerting for other exhibitors. So unfortunately, Marie, it's not illegal, but it's not really classy. Let's put it that way. So, the next one we have.
Can you hear me now, everybody?
We're waiting for the. Oh, there's a bit of a time delay too. So.
Oh, maybe I gotta press it now. I have to share. Oh, something just happened.
You share.
How about that?
It's just that
anybody?
But now we're just teeny tiny on your screen.
It will still record though.
It will.
But I can do this.
Double click to enter full screen mode.
I did.
Oh, it didn't.
You're on my full screen now. Can anybody hear me though?
Nope, not any better, said Jean. Thanks, Jean, for paying attention. Do, do, do. Oh, hey guys, I can hear just fine.
Who's that?
Thanks, Tannis. Tannis Burst, Tannis Burst says, LOL, I'm not saying a word, but have hit someone at ringside with a flying piece of bait by accident. I try to keep it out to keep it out of the ring.
Did someone say they could hear me though?
Yeah, Wallace Addison White. He said, "Hey guys, I can hear just fine." But a lot of other people are still saying no.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Darlene said, "I can hear you, just not loud enough." Well, I'm really loud, so maybe if I talk quieter, it won't be
We
as
better carry
noticeable.
on though. The
All
dog's
right.
gonna kill us.
Yes. All right. So, another email from, oh yeah, Will, you have to take something off your screen because we have your AI note taker up on screen right now. You have to close a window.
I don't have any windows open. I see.
Well, you try just minimize the screen. So another email that we received was, "Hi there, I have a question I've been wanting to ask. What are some of the key do's and don'ts for a handler in the ring? I'm curious about things like whether the dog should be kept on a tight lead, how far a handler should go when stacking, for example, practically doing the splits. Do you like courtesy turns, and even how much a handler's clothing matters? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much, Julie Malloy." So that's a pretty big question, though, Julie. I don't know if we can answer all of it, but um, where would you like to start, Will?
Well, I'm not a fan of courtesy turns for one thing. They're great if your dog needs them. If your dog has a pacing issue, that's when I use the courtesy turn. Other than that, I think it's all theatrics. I think
Yeah,
people go into these big circles because they see handlers do it on TV. And if you talk to some judges, they have different ways of thinking. Oh, they're over there on their phone, they're over there fixing their hair, they're over there, and then they come and go down and back. Judges just want you to go down and back. Only
yeah,
do a courtesy turn if your dog needs a courtesy turn to get out of a pace or crabbing. But even crabbing is not going to be fixed by a courtesy turn. Um,
yeah.
yeah, I think it. I don't know when it started, junior handling, but to me, it's just theatrics. So
And then as far as other things, some of the do's and don'ts is always like don't crowd other exhibitors, give everybody, space. Um, and it's kind of like just be aware of your surroundings. If your dog
yeah,
if your dog is a reactive dog, keep it closer to you. Don't be letting your dog be in anybody else's, space. And yeah, handlers' clothing matters to a certain extent.
we're not even on the screen now. I see what it is.
Yeah, do you see it?
Yeah, I don't know how to get it off though.
Just go up into that upper right hand corner and click the little dash. So,
It's,
and when we talk about handlers' clothing, so you don't want to wear anything that's over the top. Comfortable clothing, business casual is what we like to say. So, so Will's trying to figure out his
oh,
screen.
how to get rid of it.
Well, Will's still doing that. So thank you, Julie, for your question, and we hope we answered some of your inquiries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go across Canada. Brought to you by Canadian Dog Fancier, showcasing Canada's, there you go, top dogs. You did it.
It's still there on the screen.
Well, it's not on our screen now. It's all
It's
good.
on. It's on the screen. Oh, there we are. There. But can anybody hear me now?
I don't know. Well, they tell us I'll go across Canada. So
All
last
right.
weekend we had Ontario Breeders Association in Lombardy, Ontario. It had 4 shows, total entry of 521 dogs, which was up from the previous year of 427. So that's great. That's a good job. And then out in Prince George Kennel Club on the 23rd to the 25th in Prince George, BC, we had 8 shows for a total entry of 1,099 dogs, which is up also from the previous years of 851. So that's excellent. They were up over 200 dogs. And then we have Limestone City Kennel Obedience and Kennel Club in Lombardy, Ontario as well. And they had 3 shows for a total of 442 dogs, which was up slightly from the previous year of 428. And then we had the show here in Thunder Bay or Kekabeka Falls. They had 5 shows for an entry of 335.
Shows for a total of 442 dogs, which was up slightly.
And that was down significantly from the year before of 524 dogs, which was quite disappointing. For some reason in our area, we are losing entries drastically. So, and
Happening
then,
everywhere. I don't know
yeah.
if yeah. I'm on a real weird delay. I'm watching here. I look like a mannequin.
Well, you're not supposed to watch the delay.
Well, I'm trying to see if we get things working, but it's not working.
So, and then finally we had Club Canine de Fjord in Saint David du Farladou, Quebec, and they had 6 shows for a total entry of 522, and they have not had a show since 2022. So, welcome back. And
Very good.
that's a good entry for your first for a comeback.
Yep.
And reminders of some closings. We have West Kootenay Kennel Club closing on Wednesday, August the 5th at 9 p.m. or when the limit is reached, and that's classic show service. And we also have Markham Kennel Club Tuesday, August the 4th at 8 p.m. or when their limit is reached, and that's a MJN show service. Ta-da!
Very good. I hope people can still hear me. No one's saying anything, so
Oh,
maybe
no,
maybe they just
Gail
don't know.
McLean said, still no Will's voice. Regardless, loving this idea. We will get the kinks out of this. We knew, well, I knew the first one was going to be slightly disastrous.
But we practiced extensively. No, we
Well,
didn't.
no, yeah, no, we did not. And I guess it's because of the different streaming. Oh, hi, Faith. Faith just said, hi, Mom. I thought you were at Agility. What are you doing? Anyway, we have to do our show spotlight now.
Yes, I think you're on your own because
Oh my goodness. Show our show spotlight brought to you by Show Scene Magazine, the place to be seen.
the place to be seen.
Yes, and then our show
Anybody
spot.
hear that?
Will, is your mic on?
Okay. Yes, it's on, and it's turned right up. See, they're all going to think it's me.
Well, you know.
It's not me.
Thank you, Mary. Mary said, why should we pay double? She's doing all the work.
Well, if she ever bills somebody, maybe she will.
No, shut up. Anyway, we're going to look at Cornwall District Kennel Club, held at Farron Park in Ingleside, Ontario. And it's September 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And that is, that's the Labor Day weekend, I would suspect, isn't it? Megan, is that the Labor Day weekend? I think so. And these shows are being dedicated to the memory of Michelangelo. And that'll be awesome. Saturday's show is Casual Hawaiian. That'll be fun. We encourage all exhibitors to dress in Hawaiian attire. They also have 4 limited breed shows for groups 3, 5, 1, and 7. There's 2 rally obedience trials with limited entry on Friday and 4 obedience trials, limited entries on Saturday and Sunday, 2 each. Oh, and they have day of entry accepted for rally and obedience.
Oh, wow.
That's exciting. That's exciting. So
Doc
we have.
Is going to hate this episode.
Yep. Well, he's not going to because on the Zoom it sounds fine.
But I'm not really talking. So.
Oh, that's okay for now. Anyhow, specialty shows. We have the Keon Lure Coursing Association, the Sighthound Specialty on Saturday. Eastern Ontario Labrador Breeders Association will be held on Sunday, and the Whippet Club of Eastern Ontario on Sunday, September 6th as well. We also have boosters, the Labrador Retriever Club. All 4 days are having a booster. Pyrenees Mountain Dog Club of Canada on Friday, Golden Retriever Club of Canada on Saturday, and the Rideau Terrier Club on Sunday or Saturday as well. There will be junior handling on Saturday, and the sanction match for German Shorthair Pointer Club of Canada will be held on Friday, September 4th, 30 minutes after Best in Show. Heidi gave us a correction here. Correction on Pacific Kennel Club from last week. We went to 3 days from 4, and the entries were up 20% with 3 limited. Group 4. Oh, I have to see more. That's a long post. Specialties and an owner handler best of the best.
You hear me?
We had over 100 owner handlers, which is excellent. That's very good. Okay, back to Cornwall and District. What else do we have? The judges. We have Ms. Pamela Bruce, Michael Guy, Barbara Heel, Robin Hughes from New Brunswick, Sharon Lockhart from Quebec, Piri McLean, Heidi Merkel. Is it Merkley? Will?
I don't know.
Okay. Andrea Robbins, Valerie Walters from Quebec, and Dr. Michael Woods from Nova Scotia.
Dr. Michael Woods. I love Dr. Michael Woods.
Yes.
Can anybody hear me now? I did what someone said, but nothing's changing on my screen. And Yvonne can hear me, so I don't know what the issue is.
Yeah, they say yes, but it's low. That's all. So you just sound quieter. That's all.
All right, well, let's carry on then.
Maybe if we share the Facebook chat screen. So how do I do that? Let's go to settings and I don't know what, but Megan, you look at this, Megan. Yeah, I know in the group chat, but how do I fix the settings? They want us to share the group chat. So I went, I don't know.
So they can see the questions?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bear with us, folks. Bear with us.
It's not going swimmingly as it is. So at Cornwall, the Working Dog special limited show, breed limited show is being judged by Robin Hughes. The toy group will be done by Heidi Merkel. It's Merkley, I think. It's Merkley. I apologize, Heidi, for butchering your last name. Looks like it's right.
But I do it all the time, so people should get used to it. Sporting dogs will be on Saturday, judged by Sharon Lockhart, and herding dogs on Sunday. And we don't have a judge for that. I don't know. So the closing is Tuesday, August the 18th at 8 p.m. This is a Diana Edwards show service, and looks like it'll be a lot of fun in memory of Mike Langto. And that is your show spotlight, brought to you by Show Scene Magazine, the place to be seen. Ta-da!
Yeah, it's always been a fun show, Cornwall, so I'm sure this year will be the same.
So Lori Spicer said, "Hi, guys. Why is loud and clear? Will is his soft-spoken self."
Thanks, Lori.
Whatever.
All right, carry on.
All right. So can people see the chat, or is it just me just us that sees
I can't see the chat.
Oh, what? You can't, Will, but
No, I can't.
Is it because are you on
I'm on Zoom, basically, so.
No, I know you're on Zoom. I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh, we all see. Okay. Carolyn even tuned in tonight. Yes, we can see.
Hi, Carolyn.
Excellent.
I miss seeing you at the beginning,
Yeah.
chatting while we're warming up.
She was today we were at a golf tournament the George Jeffrey Children's Foundation has their big golf tournament. And so we were out there and it was raining, there was lightning, there was a break, there was wind. I had to hold the tent down. We're exhausted, but I showed up for the live.
Yeah.
I'm all
Apparently
excited.
I didn't, but here I am.
Okay, so let's get on to our topic of the week.
All right.
This is a good one. Go ahead, Will.
Topic of the week. Should show committee members exhibit at shows they're helping to put on? That's a big question.
This was a very hot topic. It gets quite heated online.
It was. This week we're tackling a topic that seems to come up every few months in the dog world, and one that sparks passionate debate.
Passionate debate.
Should members of a show committee be allowed to exhibit dogs at the very show they're helping organize? In my opinion, you can't police integrity, for one thing.
Yep.
And it's all perception. So the crowd looking in and seeing Yvonne Gobeson's show at Will Alexander's show, I don't know. But it's all perception.
It's true. It is true.
And now that judge judging, that doesn't mean that they're not being honest to themselves, but because we can't police integrity, we don't know. So it's perception is the big part of this, as far as I'm concerned. How it looks to the rest of the dog show community. So we have some points here. You better read them out just in case they can't hear me at all.
Okay. So, what points do you want me to read?
Setting the stage.
Setting the stage. So, okay. So, let's be clear from the beginning. Most kennel clubs are run almost entirely by volunteers.
Yeah, they are.
So these are people who book the venue, hire the judges, find sponsors, secure vendors, organize hospitality, arrange for the equipment, handle emergencies, set up the rings, tear down everything afterwards. Without these volunteers, there would not be dog shows. So many of these same volunteers are exhibitors themselves. Dog showing is their hobby, their passion, and often why they volunteer in the first place. So should they have
that point?
So should they have to sit on the sidelines as a club member? So I think for me, I think there's a differential from being a show committee member and being a club member.
Right.
Because there are some clubs that are fortunate enough that have a membership that are not part of the show committee.
Right. Sort of like an executive. Right?
Yes. And so if we do a sweeping thing like no club member can show at the show, if you have a large club, which there still are some large clubs, if you say that, what are you doing to your own entry? And why would I want to be a club member if I can't even show ever at my show?
Well, part of that, I see both sides of it. Like if you're a smaller show and you're in a remote area that, has always gotten a lower entry, or like either a 2 shows a day or just 200 dogs, then I can almost see what people are saying. They want to show their dogs there and keep the entries up. If you're a larger show that has a lot of, let's say the Sportsman show was still going on, or the Met.
Yeah.
How would the world have reacted if Fred Petty or Herb Williams had shown at the Met?
Right.
And won something.
Yeah.
But that was a very high profile show.
Yeah, but they're also high profile people within that club though.
Right.
Right? Like they are the organizers of the show. And that I think is that's where people get upset about, because this person is very integral to the organization or working with the show. And then, if they are then exhibiting, it just looks bad. It just does.
But no matter what happens, Yvonne, even if you were just a sheer laborer at your show. You went and helped set up rings and blah blah blah, and then you brought in your English sitter and you went best in show. Somebody's going to say something.
Of course. Of
No
course.
matter what, no matter
Yep.
if you didn't attend one meeting and didn't do anything except come that show on Thursday and set up rings, and then you went best in show, somebody's going to say something because
It's
that's
true.
just our world. It's canine figure
Yeah.
skating, so it's all perception.
Yeah. And I think I think it kind of sucks, and I think it tends to get a little out of control. Like,
All our rules suck. We've given in our sport. They've given us so many rules now.
yeah,
Questioning integrity.
yeah,
Well, no matter what rule there is, you're never going to be able to police integrity
yeah,
ever. It's a subjective sport. You don't know what's going on in Yvonne's head when she's out there pointing at whatever dog. No, it's you just gotta have faith that she's trying to do the best job she can possibly do. You cannot police integrity.
yeah. And it's true, you can't. And it
Cannot.
doesn't matter how many rules that the CKC puts out,
Yeah,
things will still
like that
happen
silly rule that
regardless.
our judges can't watch other groups happening because they might be influenced by it. Well, it wouldn't matter. Everything's online now. They can go back to their hotel and watch that group or see who won.
It's true.
They're ridiculous rules. And here I go.
He's getting
I'm
fired
starting to
up,
ramp
folks.
up now.
He's getting fired up.
So yeah, you just cannot. And the bottom line is you cannot police integrity, and you just have to have faith. And if you think that judge doesn't have integrity, don't enter under them.
And
Simple as that.
that's the part that I think some people are also missing. If you always feel that this happens all the time at the show, then why do you go to that show? And I
Yeah,
understand that
don't
maybe
go.
that's the only show
Yeah.
you can go to, but then you have to say something. You have to say something to the show committee or whatever.
And in today's world, it's not the only show you can go to. There
Oh.
are shows everywhere.
True enough. True
So-
enough. But
And
so that's kind of how we feel.
That complain. Pardon me?
Yeah. So that's kind of how we feel.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
people that complain because they see this happen, well, you went there. You went to that show and you think historically these things happen at that show. Like Yvonne said, don't go.
Yeah.
Get
Don't
over
go.
it. Go with somebody else.
Now, I also feel that we could discuss proper show committee etiquette as well.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of clubs, like, for instance, like my club. My club, we have a total of 6 whole members. So we
Yeah.
made a decision that club members could not show at the show. They could get a handler to show their dog for them, but if they have such, then they're not in the judge's room at all. They are, peripheral, workers, because you always need workers at the show. So, like, we made that decision, and we lost a club member because of that.
Yeah,
You
we've
know?
lost club members for it as well.
Yeah.
The Old York Kennel Club, as you're a member now as well, we only have a handful of members. And that's that's a big show to put on. But we only have a handful of members, and our rule is you can't show your dog there. And we had one person that wanted to be a member, and when we told them about that rule, they decided not to be a member because they wanted to show at Old York Kennel Club, which is great. But it's just a rule we have, and it's a perception rule, and we're gonna stick with it. Like if you went to the bigger shows, you went to Orlando or I went to Westminster, and somebody on the committee showed their dog. Oh my God! Can you imagine what would happen?
Yeah. It would not go over well.
No.
But and then so club, like, committee members, they also have to be aware of the perception that it portrays. So if you are a committee member and your club says you can show your dog or have someone else show your dog, then don't hang around the judge's room.
Right.
Like, find something else for you. There's always other things to do, running ribbons back and forth, or judges' books, or whatever, or helping exhibitors. There's always
Just
other
don't put
things
it in
to do.
everybody's face.
Yeah, and that's
Simple as that.
It's
That's the old English language we all know about that we've brought up with. Just don't rub it in our faces. If that's
yeah.
what's happening, don't rub it in people's faces and make it worse. So
Yeah. I mean, I was told by a judge the story of, he was picked up at the hotel, was driven to the show by a very nice person, blah, 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 you know, dropped the judge off. And then 2 hours later, there's that person showing in the ring to him because they didn't. And as he said, he knew it was a very small club. There's not a lot of people. And, that person walked into the ring and that judge fully knew that that is a breach of doing whatever. And
it's probably not really, but
I think it
it's
does
just
say that you're not allowed to drive judges and then show them to
oh
them.
really? I don't know
Yeah, I
about
think
that. I have to
so.
look
I
that
don't know.
up.
Megan!
But
No, just joking. She's right
Poor
there.
Megan.
Megan!
Yellow Megan.
So, yeah, it's different when she's not here and we're recording. Now she just jumped. So, but yeah,
But it's
and it's very hard, and and that's the other thing is the fact that clubs are getting smaller in size too. So do we punish everybody who wants to be a club member by not allowing them to be able to
it
participate in their
also
show?
here's another way of looking at it. It also goes back to the judge. The judge is in control of his ring. If
Yeah.
he feels there's a conflict of interest, or he or
Yep.
she feels they can refuse to judge that dog.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And it
Yep.
doesn't matter. Like if they felt that Yvonne was in my as she was serving me whatever, and then I was going to
Yep.
judge her, and then she showed
Pizza.
up, and yeah, it's my prerogative. I'm like, no, I'm not judging
Yep.
Yvonne's dog. No one's
Yep.
conflict of interest.
Exactly.
I've done that with my handling classes. People have asked me about showing to me. There's a time period. So I think it's 6 months,
Yep.
but it's a conflict of interest. No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So some of the pros that we can go through is that these they earn the right. Committee members put in hundreds of hours, spend many months preparing a weekend that everyone else gets to enjoy. It's true.
Yep.
Why shouldn't they also be allowed to compete with the dogs they've worked so hard to breed, train, and present?
Well, that works for remote shows. I have no problem with that. If you're like in your area where you only have a handful of shows a year, I understand it. I
Yeah.
understand. If
Yeah.
you're in Ontario or any of the major hubs across Canada and you have 3 shows a weekend or 2 shows a weekend, that doesn't fly with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Volunteer recruitment. If clubs say you can volunteer, but you can't show, how many volunteers would disappear overnight? And that's a reality, right? Finding volunteers is already one of the biggest challenges clubs face. Removing the ability to exhibit can make it even harder to find people willing to, help set up. I know some clubs, like a lot of the clubs here, you get to set up your own equipment early if you come and help set up the rings and stuff.
Yeah. That happens in a lot of shows. Even in America, if handlers go in and start roping off things for them instead of they're allowed to bring their stuff in early because they've assisted the club.
Yeah.
Can anybody hear me? Are we hearing anything? Is anybody saying anything?
I know it.
Or they just tuned out?
Megan might have a fix.
Oh.
She's off screen. No, you have the
We should still carry on though, because
yes.
the recording.
Experience matters. Many committee members are among the most experienced exhibitors in the sport. Their knowledge helps create better events because they understand exactly what exhibitors need. Having active exhibitors involved often results in smoother running shows.
Well, there's no question, but it still throws back to remote areas where, like, if we have active members in our club and the show does run smoothly and it's a big show, but nobody shows. But because there's a show in that same venue next week.
It's true, right? It's true. So, and like we said, rules already exist. A lot of rules already exist. Judges are prohibited from judging dogs they own, have handled, co-own, or have other conflicts with. So that's like if a judge happens to be a groomer and grooms your dog, you can't show your dog that the judge grooms to the judge.
No.
And it's same with you in your in your handling classes. Those people cannot exhibit to you, and there is a 6-month time limit. And it's same with handlers. If they show for a judge, they can't exhibit anything to that judge until there's I think it's
6 months as
6
well.
months. Yeah, exactly. And the other thing people have to understand too, assignments are like judges are booked years in advance too. So if you think this current situation like just happened, like that judge was probably booked at least 2 years out, right? To judge at that show. So whatever you may think that it was lined up specifically for, it's not necessarily the case at all.
Most of the conspiracy theories are so ludicrous.
Yeah.
But it's still going to happen because people, when they lose, they have to find a reason why they lost.
Yeah.
And it's easier to blame that than the other dog beat their dog.
Yes. There are safeguards already built into the system to reduce actual conflicts of interest. And that's what we said, like about the rules. Yeah. Let's see. Some of the cons, perception of fairness. And this is where people just, I'm sorry, they just kind of lose their minds over. This is where things get complicated. Even if nothing inappropriate happens, people notice. Yeah. So if a committee member wins best in show, someone in the parking lot might say, well, they're on the committee, which, we discussed, and that is inevitable. That's going to always happen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if it's a dog that went on the committee happens. Not everybody's happy by the end of the day. That's for sure, right?
No. And they've got to find excuses to why their dog wasn't victorious. It's simple as that.
Yeah. It doesn't matter whether that win was completely deserved. The perception alone can create doubt, and perception spreads much faster than facts.
Right. And over the years of showing dogs a long time, and over the years, I've noticed a trend about these people that shout out about unfairness and crooked. Usually, the ones that shout it out too much are the ones that it works for other places, because they think it happens for them. Why wouldn't it happen for Yvonne? Why wouldn't it happen for Megan? Like they must be. They just won that big award. There must be something crooked going on. You tend to shout out things that you believe. Paranoias.
Megan might have a fix for your volume, but I have to stop sharing my screen. So it's just
I don't know sign language.
So it'll just be me for a moment.
All right, I'll do my Rami Malek face while you're going.
Okay, that'll be so funny if it does. But remember, you're recording on Zooms.
True.
It'll still be there. Okay, stop sharing. We're gonna stop sharing for just a moment, folks.
All right.
It's just me. So, what's everybody's plans for the summer? How's it all going? Oh. It ended the thing. So hold on. Hold on, everybody. We'll be right back.
We're not live now?
No, it stopped for a second.
Should I pause this for poor Doc?
Yes, pause it.
All right. I just started recording for Doc again. Sorry, Doc. I don't know what you're going to do with this. Oh, and by the way, everybody, I'm on vacation next week, so you can send all your complaints to Yvonne.
Always.
Although they're all going to think it's my fault, so.
Yeah, well,
How can it possibly be my fault when we know Zoom is recording?
So back to our topic, though. So we're talking about the perception of fairness, and then the other things like relationships matter. So committee members naturally spend time with judges throughout the weekend, which is understandable. I do agree. I don't feel committee members should be showing at their show just because of the perception of it.
Familiarity.
Yeah, right. And it just and like seriously, it just pisses everybody off.
Because even if that judge is actually doing their best job, they're damned if they do and damned if they don't.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
get rid of it, make it a non-matter, and that way the judge is looked after who you
Yes.
hired. They may not want to come again if they get a bunch of bad reviews from your show because they felt so and so's dog was the best dog in that group and they put it up. Well, if they're lying to themselves, if they don't put it up, so it's not
Right.
fair.
Yeah,
It's
it's not fair.
just take it away. Take the
Yeah.
perception part of it away.
Yeah. And the
It's
other
one
and
show.
right. And the other thing is like dog shows like we do depend you depend on the trust. There has to be some trust that, there are people who have integrity. And I think we're always shortchanging the judges, to be honest.
Oh, no question.
Like
Yeah,
they're not all morons. Like seriously, they aren't.
and they're not all looking for their neighbor to put up.
Yeah.
It's not the way it is. There's some personal pride in judging dogs.
Yes.
So you want to
Exactly.
do the very best you can do. You've been
Yeah.
doing this sport for 50 years and you're gonna just get your judge's badge and start putting up your neighbors and your family and friends?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, so with that, like exhibitors need to believe everyone is competing on equal footing in that regard, right? Even if enough people question the integrity of the process, even without evidence, that confidence starts to erode,
Right.
which is what, and I think that's why we are where we are now, right? So the other thing is, I believe that social media is doing us more damage than good.
Oh, there's no question. And that's the way it's been. Nothing we can do about it now, you know.
No,
We've made
it's
our bed
there,
in the dog show world and social media.
right?
So
Yeah. And like Megan has put down here, opinions spread quickly. Facts often don't, though.
yeah,
So,
it's true.
um,
And
yeah,
it's
and
gonna
that,
happen with any subjective sport. Any
yes,
subjective sport is open to that kind of criticism. And it's just we're in a subjective sport, and if you're not happy, you think that it's not fair, well, then you join Sprinter or Obedience, where even Obedience can have some subjection to it as well. So
yeah,
I don't know.
yep.
Depends
So,
what you're willing to do, and what you're willing to believe, and have faith in the process. And
yeah. So, as we say, no rule book can enforce someone to be ethical. I mean, that's
no,
the long and the
no,
short of it. No regulation can eliminate every suspicion. No policy can stop people from making assumptions. Integrity comes from people, not policies.
yeah, you can have
Right?
all the rules in place you want.
Yeah.
If that person doesn't have integrity, they're gonna
Mhm.
work around those
Yep.
rules.
Yep. Dishonest people will always find ways around rules if they're
Yeah.
determined to do so. And it's true. They will.
It is. It is. And that's just comes along with the subjective sport. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
You've got to, if that's the case, and you feel that way about certain judges, you mark that judge down in your little black book of judges and avoid showing to that judge.
right. Yeah. Um Possible middle ground. So like I said, some clubs have explored ways to reduce the appearance of conflicts. So and those ideas include committee members not exhibiting under judges they had significant involvement hiring or hosting. And I just think that's just kind of common sense, especially in
What
today's world, right? That's just common sense now.
what we haven't looked at though, Yvonne, what if you hire me to judge at your show, and you don't show to me at your show, but I'm judging 2 weeks from now in
Yeah.
Saskatchewan. Are you
Yeah.
going to drive and show to me? So what's the issue there?
Yes. No.
Well, what's the like?
Yeah.
That's another integrity thing.
And
So
and that's the unfortunate thing I think about us here in Canada because we don't have a lot of judges. And so does that mean because you came to my show I can never show it to you or do we need a rule where I have to wait 6 months in
the
order to show
time
to you?
period, yeah. So,
right?
but
Like,
it's the same thing. Like, what's the difference
yeah.
of two
Oh, and
weeks
I mean, you
later?
hear it all the time. You hear it all the time. Oh, well, he hired them at their show and blah blah
You were
blah.
just
You're
at
like,
their show,
yeah, or he's put, or the better one is like, oh, they're putting them up so that they will hire them at their show, or whatever. Like it's all. So it's like, so do we just? So that's because we also look at the judges showing dogs. Let's talk about that, right?
Yeah.
So are judges never allowed to show dogs anymore? You never, or like once you start judging, you just don't get to.
And see, I
And
got
I
that
think
complaint
that's,
when I first started my judging license, my
yeah,
career. I was showing some dogs still. I still had my beagle, never set her out.
yeah,
And people were questioning if you're gonna do one, you can't do the other. Well, I got into this sport because I loved showing dogs.
mm-hmm,
And I think it's really helped me as a judge because it's put things in perspective about when I'm watching a certain dog win over the dog I'm showing. I sort of understand it easier now because that judge has 2 minutes and that dog had a good performance and my dog didn't or whatever. But it puts things in perspective. You accept your losses better because you can see it. You have the chance to be in the middle of the ring and now you understand what that
yes,
judge is going through.
yeah. So we have a question. What about judges who are hired as bookkeepers, plumbers, travel agents, hired by exhibitors or other judges and show to them? Well, if they're
Yeah.
a judge, isn't there's that 6 month rule? Is there not?
Well, it's a business contract, so I don't know what the rule is for that.
Well, I thought there was a rule. Did if you had any like
Business
anything?
dealings,
Yeah.
it might be.
Yep.
We
I
might
thought
have
that
to
there was
get
a 6 month
our
rule.
research, our crack research team to check that out for us,
Check that
Megan.
out, Megan.
Meanwhile, she's trying to fix the ship here.
Yes. So, but I mean, so now we're looking at, everyone's personal life too now, right? But
Yeah,
I do believe that there is a rule that you can't show
yeah.
to,
There's one in America for sure. Any
yeah,
business dealings, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
But then again, that's integrity. Like
yeah.
if just because someone hires me to whatever it is I do, does
Yes. What
that
is
mean
it that you do, Will?
are they gonna? Does that mean I'm gonna put up their dog next time because they hired me? Any judge worth his salt it's not the case. It's not the
Yeah.
case. Like I don't even know how you can make people believe it because you can't. You
No.
just can't. There's going to be a faction that won't believe it, a faction that will believe it or want to believe it.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on in my head. I don't even know what's going on in my head.
Truth.
So
Truth. Yeah. It's true. So,
I try my very best because I was talking to Elaine Whitney about this weekend, and I said I would feel like I was doing a disservice to the sport that did so much for me if I didn't do the best job I could possibly do.
right.
So that's the way I look at it.
Yep. So, questions worth asking. Instead of asking, did anything improper happen? Maybe the better question is, would a reasonable exhibitor feel confident that everything was above board? And I think the key word there is reasonable.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, there's always going to be those naysayers out there. It's
yeah,
always going to be. Nothing we can do about it.
no.
You know.
So, because maintaining confidence in the sport is just as important as maintaining fairness in itself. So, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's a all I can say is I know what's inside my heart and head, and I'm sure you do as well now that you're judging. And I'm not going to let somebody convince me to not do the job I want to do, because of
Yeah.
familiarity. It's not the
Yeah.
way it works.
Yeah. And it's sad, and it is sad in that regard because there are times when you would like to show. I mean, I know, like for me, I would never show to you, case closed.
Yeah.
But I mean, there would have been often times that I'd love to show to Will because yes, it probably would be. I would be competitive, and it would be a great win. But I can never do that.
Right. But
I can
between
never
the
do
two
that.
of us, we give each other enough opinions on the things we do that's just
Yeah,
it's just has to be enough for us rather than getting the ribbon.
exactly.
So
Maybe I'll just get you to give me a ribbon.
yeah, I've got plenty. I can just find one.
Yep. Just dust one off.
Yeah, here you go. Look.
But yeah.
Congratulations.
But we both understand that it's very we get why people get upset,
Oh, for sure.
but
And like
I think it's getting out of hand though. Because if we keep
we
on this
can't.
track, nobody's going to get to show to anybody anymore
Well, in
either.
our world, in our dog show community, it's a small community.
It's very
Most of
small.
us know everybody. And a perfect example was Archie Warnock, who was
Yes.
he was such a great guy. And if you ever question his integrity, you better look out. And I knew him very well. We were friends. And I remember talking where it was at a dog show and he was judging. This was before the rules was put in. And we were chatting away about something. And another handler came running up and was like irate that we were chatting until they found out we were talking about the Blue Jay game. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
but it's perception, correct? It's
right,
perception.
And for me, being a friend of Archie's, I had to take my wins and losses because I knew he was doing his job.
Yep.
Because if you questioned him, even being friends, and you questioned him, look out, that Scottish man was gonna set you right.
Yes. Oh, but closed captions are picking you up though, Will.
Oh, good.
So everyone just put on your closed captions and you'll get to see what Will is saying.
I don't know what the problem is. We'll have to get that figured out.
We'll iron it out before the next live.
If we ever
we will do another live if everyone enjoyed this so far.
We'll
I have a headache, but
you better carry on though. We're running out of time.
So that's our final thoughts. These dog shows survive because of volunteers. Those volunteers also deserve the opportunity to enjoy the sport they dedicated so much time to. At the same time, every club has a responsibility to protect the credibility of its events.
That's a good line.
That is good. Good job, Megan. It's not an easy issue, and it doesn't have a simple answer. It really doesn't. It's a balancing act between encouraging volunteerism and maintaining public confidence. The one thing people can agree on is this: the sport benefits when decisions are made with transparency, professionalism, and our understanding that how things look can matter almost as much as how they actually are.
That's right. Perception is everything.
So we would still love to hear your thoughts. So post it on our Facebook page or email me. Megan's the one who reads them, though, just to let you know. So now we're coming to an end.
The topic of the week was brought to us by
Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, where your success is our success. Even though I don't know,
they would probably understand what you were saying.
Yeah. I speak with my hands.
Yeah.
Yes. So your success is our success. Thank you very much. And now we're going to do our Kennel and Bench. And this is from August of 1974. I was 4 years old. 4 years old.
Look at this, who it is. A man of total integrity.
Yes. So, I can probably put this up because see,
yeah,
guess who that is? Mr. James Reynolds. Yeah. Yes.
And if you questioned his integrity, he was 6'5". He's going to tell you what's what.
Give you a little thumb. Oh, Brad and Christina want us to keep talking. I'm exhausted, Christina. Yeah. And no one can hear Will, so I have to talk twice as loud. Not really, but I'm just a loud person. I've had my cousins with me all week. Do you realize how loud we are? Anyhow, this is the cover dog. Because of owners' frequent judging assignments in Canada, oh, good call, Megan, and the United States this year, the Ronaldo Scotties have not attended very many many shows during the year, the early part of 1974. In fact, until the end of June, the only dog to be shown was the puppy Ronaldo's Find Lass, who, in her few appearances, won 3 puppy groups and 3 group placements after defeating from the classes American and Canadian champions that had won at U.S. specialties. And it goes on to just say that there's some other of his dogs. Ronaldo the Rock was shown at the Rideau Terrier Club, especially at one show, resulting in a group 3rd. And this year's cover dog, champion Ronaldo's total score, has not been shown in Canada until August, but then set off to try for the remaining 2 points needed toward his American championships. At 2.5 years of age, he has had 6 puppies in the ring that have won points from New Brunswick to British Columbia. That is exactly what we plan to produce from the great winning bloodlines behind the Ronaldo Scotties. Let me see what else it says. Occasionally, we have puppies available for sale as we strive to keep 1 puppy each year from the 3 or 4 litters we raise. The dogs are at stud to approved bitches at the fee of $100. You don't see that. You don't really see that line anymore, at stud to approved bitches. You don't.
I used to love that. I used to love the stud dog pages in all the magazines.
Oh yes, because didn't Dogs in Canada have like a stud dog issue?
A stud dog issue, and then Kennel Review did as well. And these dogs are at stud at whatever kennel. I always loved seeing those.
So Mr. Reynolds is now licensed to judge all breeds in Group 5 and 6, as well as collies and Shetland sheepdogs. He has found this aspect of his involvement in purebred dogs particularly satisfying. Perhaps the highlight thus far this year was judging some of the finest terriers at the BC Terrier Specialty.
He went on to be Albury and judge Best in Show at
Westminster as well. Yes. So Kennel and Bench has been brought to you by ProPlan Fuel for Life.
Yep. So that's it. We've gone over time, and I hope
you
somehow enjoyed it.
Jean said even though we couldn't hear Will, it was still a great show. Thank you.
Well, that's good.
Our next one's going to be better because we're going to get the microphone issue fixed. And I think I've got a little more razzle dazzle that we could do.
All right.
I was really tired today. I wasn't ready for this. Oh, we have to remind everybody next week we're not here. Remember? Oh, you did say
I'm
that
on
already.
vacation. I did say
Will is on vacation.
No one heard it, so
there won't be. Yeah, no one heard. No one will. Don't tune in because we won't be here. But if you need to catch up on other episodes, because find the podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Audible, CastBox, and anywhere you get your podcast. Check out our Facebook page. Get to rewatch this display. And you can email us at thedogshowdrive@gmail.com.
All right. Take us away.
So for everyone going to a show this weekend, on the long weekend, please be careful, drive safe, seatbelts on, glasses on. Thanks for sharing with us, guys. See you next week, or not.